Hey, what's up guys? Jed here. Intermittent fasting, how long does it take? Well, to be honest, that really depends on you. But if you really wanted, I can give you some ideas as to how long it could take. So if you're excited about that, make sure you stick around. So I can't really give you one answer for this because like I said earlier, it really depends. But I'll just do this in a way with stages so that you can get a good idea on what to expect and how long it could take to get results. So starting off with stage 1, as you can see here, I was a pretty big dude. I believe I was weighing about somewhere around 160 to 170 pounds. So I started intermittent fasting and then I went from that to now this, and that was about, I would say 2.5 months roughly. And just to give you an idea, when I did intermittent fasting, I started of course with the 16-hour fast, but before that I actually did 12 to 14 hours just to get my body adjusted, and then of course continued on with 16 hours. So during this point I was just really experimenting. I didn't have a lot of experience with intermittent fasting. All I knew was just I have to eat at a certain time and then just stop at a certain time, and that was it. So that's one of the things that you need to take into consideration, that especially if you're someone who's new to intermittent fasting or just weight loss in general, asking the question of how long it could possibly take will always depend, especially, if you try to compare someone who's experienced and someone who's not experienced. The fact that they have to go through that experimenting phase might take a lot longer than someone who already knows what they're doing, if you know what I mean. You also need to take into consideration the fact that not everyone knows how to fix their diet properly, exercise, etc. Everybody does it differently, so again, it depends. But anyway, going back to that stage 1, think of stage 1 me as someone who's experimenting with intermittent fasting, not a lot of knowledge, just someone who knows he's supposed to eat at a certain time and then stop eating at a certain time, someone who doesn't know how to exercise properly or what exercises to do, and someone who doesn't really know what they're doing with their diet. So for me to go from big Jed to smaller looking Jed took me about 2.5 months to 3 months, I would say. So that's what you can expect, but that's just from my personal journey. Yours could be different, but again, I'm just trying to give you an idea. And so now we have stage 2 Jed, which looks like this. This took me about a month, I would say. And so now I have a better idea of how intermittent fasting works, the different schedules that you can choose from and how to adjust, what to eat when breaking your fast, what to eat during your fast, and how to suppress that hunger feeling during my fasting window, things like that. Because in this stage, I was doing a lot more research to really get a better understanding of how intermittent fasting works. And then I also did some research on calories and what that is, why is it important, how to change it up, how to adjust it, how to find out how many calories I need in order to lose weight. Same thing with exercise. I was looking at what the difference is between weightlifting and cardio, which one's better for weight loss, do I need both? Do I only need one? Do I need any of them? And so now I took all that new knowledge again and applied it to my daily routine, but this time did it a little bit better than I did previously compared to stage 1 Jed. And so now this is the results that I got from that. So again, that took me about a month. And I would say that in stage 2 Jed, I still am kind of experimenting. I don't have any sort of special knowledge or anything like that, but it's getting better compared to stage 1 Jed. I'm learning more, I'm staying more consistent with the things that I'm doing, and those are the results that I got from doing all of that. And so now, last but not least, the final version, the final stage, stage 3 Jed, which is this. As you can see, there's a lot more definition in the physique. You can see the abs a whole lot better. You can see muscle definition. My hair got longer. And so now, the way I achieved this was really taking the time to sit down and put in the hours of studying, just like you would in a real classroom setting, taking notes and studying. So now I really understood the fundamentals of intermittent fasting, counting calories, diet, exercise, and all that good stuff. The only difference is with stage 3 Jed compared to stage 2 is on stage 3, I completely got rid of everything that would distract me or hinder me with my progress so that I can achieve this specific physique right here. For example, I no longer ate fast food, or excuse me, I still ate fast food, just not as much and not as often. I exercised on a daily basis. I stayed consistent with intermittent fasting, meaning I didn't miss a day at all, and I properly experimented with the calories that I needed in order to lose weight, and then kept adjusting until I knew that I was on the right track. And as you can see from doing all that, this is the physique that I achieved. So that's it. That's all I did, and it was as easy as that. So I think these 3 stages of JED will give you a good idea on how long it could possibly take. And like I said, I made a lot of mistakes going into this journey a long time ago. And in total, for me to get from stage 1 all the way to stage 3 took me roughly about 5 to 6 months. But that's just for me personally, because for you, I've already told you what you need to do specifically in each stage. And when you take the information that I've given you and actually apply it and do it a lot better than I did when I first started, you could probably do it even faster than 5 to 6 months, maybe even 3 or 4. The key point here is to be very patient. And honestly, when people ask me how long it takes to achieve these certain results, I always say it depends, because like I said earlier, I can't really give one answer that says everything. So that's it. That is how long intermittent fasting takes. It really depends on your personal goals. It depends on what you do. It depends on what you're willing to stick to. It depends if you're willing to learn and apply these things and adjust as you go. It depends if you're willing to make these mistakes in order to grow. But yeah, I hope that helps you guys. I know it's not the most detailed thing in the world, but that's the reality. That's how I achieve those results. But yeah, guys, at the end of the day, try not to ask yourself this question too much, because nothing you start in life is going to come overnight. You can even use the example of getting a new job. If you got a new job, are you going to make money the next day? Most of the time, not really. Point is, you just have to be patient with the journey. Try not to ask yourself too much, because if you think about it, if you keep asking how long something takes, it's gonna feel like it's longer than it actually is. And I've done that, and it doesn't feel good. But anyway, yeah, so be patient, be consistent, and the results will come. That's it for me, guys. And if you're interested in learning more about intermittent fasting and losing weight, you should definitely check out my last video where I talk about how to lose weight with intermittent fasting during quarantine. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and tap that notification bell so that you don't miss any future videos. Also, don't forget to leave a like and comment down below, letting me know how fast you got your result. And with that said, I will see you guys next time.